Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is Company Accounts, Issue of Shares. This is the last chapter in your syllabus. After this chapter, we are done with the entire syllabus. So first, let's know what do we mean by shares. So total capital of the company is divided into units of small denomination. Each unit is called a share. So every company has a capital, and when the capital is divided into small denominations, that small denomination will be known as shares. Let me give you an example. Say for example, the capital of the company is 10 lakh rupees. It is divided into 1 lakh units of rupees 10 each. So this rupees 10 will be known as share. Clear? Then we have types of shares. There are two types of shares, that is preference shares and equity shares. Let us understand each of the shares in detail. First we have preference shares. Preference shares are those shares which carry the following rights. They have a right to receive dividend at a fixed rate before any dividend is paid to equity shares. When the company is wound up, they have a right to return of capital before that of equity shares. The preference shares are those shares mainly. Firstly, they have a right to receive the dividend before that of equity shares. तो equity shares को dividend देने से पहले preference shares should be given a fixed rate of dividend. Next, when the company is wound up, that is जब company बंद होती है, they have a right to return of capital before that of equity shares. So there are different types of preference shares. Let us see each one of them. First one is cumulative preference shares. So sometimes what happens in a particular year, the company may not have enough profit, and because the company does not have profit, it will not be able to pay the dividend to the preference shares. So in this case, what happens, every year the dividend will get accumulated and it will be paid whenever there is enough profit. This is known as cumulative preference shares. Say for example, if the dividend has not been paid for the year 2018 and 19, and the company wants to distribute dividend on equity shares for the year ending 2020. So before giving it to equity shares, they have to give preference shares the dividend of 2018, 2019 and 2020. So whenever the dividend gets accumulated over the years, it is known as cumulative preference shares. Next we have non-cumulative preference shares. So the holders of such shares will get a fixed rate of dividend out of profit each year. If no dividend is declared because of some reasons, such shareholders will get nothing. The cumulative preference shares में it is accumulated every year, but in non-cumulative preference shares the shareholders में जो dividend है वो ही मिलेगा. अगर एक साल कोई dividend नहीं मिला तो it will not be accumulated next year. Then we have participating preference shares. So in addition to dividend, such shareholders will get a right to additional profit before that of equity shareholders. So dividend तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, उसके साथ अगर कोई एक्स्ट्रा सरप्लस है या प्रॉफिट है कंपनी को, वो भी पार्टिसिपेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स को मिलेगा बिफोर दैट ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. देन वी हैव नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. सच शेयर होल्डर्स विल गेट ओनली अ फिक्स्ड रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड एवरी ईयर and they do not carry any right to participate in the surplus profit. तो प्रॉफिट हो नहीं हो, नॉन पार्टिसिपेटिव प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स को कोई राइट नहीं है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव redeemable preference shares. So these shares can be repaid over a period of time in accordance with the terms of issue of the Companies Act. And irredeemable preference shares are those where the capital cannot be refunded before winding up. So in case of redeemable preference shares, it is repaid by the company within a stipulated period. But in case of irredeemable preference shares, the capital cannot be refunded before the winding period. Next we have convertible preference shares. Such shareholders have a right to get converted into equity shares. Non-convertible preference shares, they do not have any right to convert their preference shares to equity shares. So these are the different types of preference shares. Next we have equity shares. Equity shares are those shares which are paid dividend only when profit are left after preference shareholders have been paid fixed rate of dividend. So first preference shareholders are paid dividend, उसके बाद थोड़ा बहुत जो profit बचेगा that will be given to equity shareholders. Say for example 10 lakh is the profit of company. First the dividend is paid to preference shareholders and then it is paid to equity shareholders. Clear? अगर 10 लाख में से थोड़ा बहुत जो प्रॉफिट बचेगा आफ्टर दैट डिविडेंड इज डिक्लेयर्ड टू इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स. सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रेफरेंस शेयर एंड इक्विटी शेयर. नेक्स्ट वी हैव डिस्टिंग्विश बिटवीन प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स एंड इक्विटी शेयर्स. फर्स्ट इज रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड. प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स आर पेड डिविडेंड एज अ फिक्स्ड रेट. इन इक्विटी शेयर क्या होता है? डिविडेंड रेट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड. जो भी प्रॉफिट बचेगा आफ्टर पेइंग द प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स, इक्विटी शेयर्स विल बी पेड depending upon the availability of profit. Then we have areas of dividend. In case of preference shares, if dividend is not paid on the shares in any year, the areas of dividend may accumulate. But equity share में क्या होता है? अगर उस साल dividend नहीं pay किया, so it is not accumulated every year. Next we have preferential right as to the payment of dividend. Preference shares have a right to receive dividend before any dividend is paid on equity shares. But in case of equity share, payment of dividend on equity shares is made after the payment of preference shares. Next we have preferential right as to the payment of capital. Preference shares have a right to return of capital in case of winding up. Equity share is paid only when preference shares are fully paid. So जो भी बचा कुचा preference shares का रहेगा that is given to equity shareholders. Next it is voting right. Preference shareholders do not have any voting right. Equity shareholders enjoy the voting right. Then right to participate in the management. Preference shareholders do not have any right to participate in the management of company, whereas equity share have full right to participate in the management of company. Clear? So this is all about shares and types of shares. Next we have share capital. Share capital means the capital raised by a company by the issue of shares. So every company क्या करती है? हर साल shares issue करती है. So shareholders are the one who purchase the shares and the capital which is raised by the company from issue of shares is known as share capital. So there are different types of share capital. First we have authorized, register or nominal capital. So authorized capital is nothing but the amount which is stated in the memorandum of association. Authorized capital is the maximum amount a company can raise from the issue of shares during its lifetime. Next we have issued capital. Issued capital is a part of authorized capital which is offered to the public for subscription. Say for example, जो total capital which can be issued by the company in lifetime is 10 lakh. So this becomes your authorized capital. Out of this 10 lakh, a company has issued only 5 lakh to public. कि public जो है 5 lakh में से shares apply कर सकती है. So this 5 lakh is issued capital. That is the capital which is offered to the public for subscription. कि आप 5 लाख में से shares subscribe कर सकते हैं. Next we have subscribed capital. So subscribed capital is a part of issued capital which has been subscribed by the public. तो 5 लाख कंपनी ने ऑफर दिया कि आप इतना इशू कर सकते हैं, बट पब्लिक ने सिर्फ 2 लाख सब्सक्राइब किया होगा. सो दिस 2 लाख विल बी सब्सक्राइब्ड कैपिटल. क्लियर? लेट मी गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल. से फॉर एग्जांपल 13,000 shares of 100 each are offered to the public for subscription, but पब्लिक ने सिर्फ 12,000 shares of 100 each अप्लाई किए. So this is our issued capital. This is the subscribed capital. Next, subscribed capital is again split up into two heads in the balance sheet. First one is subscribed and fully paid up. Then it is subscribed and not fully paid up. So first we have subscribed and fully paid up. When the entire face value of the share is called up by the company and paid up by the shareholder, it is known as subscribed and fully paid up capital. Then we have subscribed and not fully paid up. In this case, what happens when the company has called up the full face value of the share, but the shareholder has not paid some part of the face value. or it may also happen when the company has not called up the full value of the share. Clear? So I'll be working out one problem each of subscribed and fully paid up, subscribed and not fully paid up, so that you would be clear as to what is the difference between both of them. So first we have subscribed and fully paid up. Take down illustration 1. The authorized capital of Ruchi Limited is 25 lakh divided into 2,50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Out of these, the company issued 1 lakh equity shares for subscription to the public. The public applied for 90,000 equity share and all the money was duly received. How will you show the share capital account in the balance sheet of the company? Also prepare notes to accounts. So first let me explain you in this example clearly what's the difference between authorized capital, issued capital and subscribed capital. So authorized capital is given directly, it is 25 lakh. So total capital the company can raise is 25 lakh. Then it is given that the company issued 1 lakh shares. So it is issued capital 1 lakh into 10. How much is it? 10 lakh. And then we have subscribed capital. What the public subscribed? Public has subscribed only 90,000 shares of 10 each. That is 9 lakh. So authorized capital is 25 lakh. Our issued capital is 10 lakh and our subscribed capital is 9 lakh. Now we need to show how will we show our share capital in the balance sheet. So first write down extract of balance sheet of Ruchi Limited as on. So we'll be having particulars, note number, amount of current year and amount of previous year. So particulars, note number, amount of current year, amount of previous year. Please write the full form everywhere. So the first heading in a balance sheet is always equity and liabilities. Under that we have shareholders funds. Under that A we have share capital. So in a share capital, note number 1, we will be writing only 9 lakh rupees. That is whatever is subscribed by the public. They have also asked us to prepare notes of accounts. So notes to accounts. Notes to accounts is just to show how do we write the capital, or how will they give you in the problem if they have given you some notes to accounts. So first there will be share capital. Under share capital we have authorized capital. Authorized capital is how much? 25 lakh. We underline this, which means it is never added in the balance sheet. In bracket you can write 2,50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. After that we have issued capital. In bracket 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Even our issued capital is never added in the balance sheet, so this will also be underlined. And last we have subscribed and fully paid. Under this we have 90,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, that is 9 lakh. We don't underline this because we add it in the balance sheet. So this 9 lakh will be directly written in the balance sheet as 9 lakh. Clear? Next we have case 2, that is subscribed but not fully paid up. So take down an example. Newbie Limited was registered with an authorized capital of 5 lakh divided into 50,000 equity shares of 10 each. Since the economic was in robust shape, the company decided to offer to the public for subscription 30,000 equity shares, each at a premium of rupees 10 per share. Application for 28,000 were received. Allotment was made to all the applicants. All calls were made and duly received, except the final call of rupees 2 per share on 200 shares. Show the share capital in the balance sheet and also show notes to accounts. So in this question, they have said that all the calls were made. Calls means all the money has been received except for the final call of rupees 2 per share at 200 each. So there are 3 calls which will be made to the shareholder. That is first call, second call and final call. Okay. So the amount which is not yet paid by the shareholders to the company is known as calls in arrears, and the amount which is paid by the shareholders in advance to the company is known as calls in advance. So first we have the balance sheet. Extract of balance sheet of Newbie Limited as on. So we'll have particulars, note number, previous year's balance and current year's balance. And then we have notes to accounts. So first we'll be preparing notes to accounts. We have share capital. Under share capital, first we have authorized capital. So what is the authorized capital? 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. It is 5 lakh. Then second we have issued capital. 30,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, 3 lakh. And last we have subscribed and fully paid up capital. So out of 30,000 equity shares, only application of 28,000 was received. And in that 28,000 also, 200 shares was not received. So how much is actually received? 27,800 shares of rupees 10 each, fully called up. So that will be 2,78,000. Next we have subscribed but not fully paid up. 200 shares of rupees 10 each, 2,000, less 200 shares of rupees 2 per share is not received. So calls in arrears. 200 into 2, that is 400. So 1,600 is not fully paid up. So 2,78,000 minus 1,600 is 2,79,600. So in the balance sheet we write first one, equity and liabilities. Under that we have shareholders funds. Under that A, share capital. How much is the share capital? It is note number 1, 2,79,000. Clear? So how did I get 2,79,600? Let me explain you again. Total shares issued with 30,000 by the company, but the public subscribed only for 28,000 shares. So अगर 28,000 में से public पूरा payment कर देती तो कितना होता? 2,80,000. But public ने pay नहीं किया. What is given in the question? All calls were made and duly received except the final call of rupees 2 per share on 200 shares. So 200 shares का payment नहीं था. So 200 into 10. Actual per share price is how much? 10 rupees. So कितना हुआ? 2,000. But there was calls in areas, that is 200 into 2 per share. That is 400 rupees. That is the reason we get 2,79,600. Clear? in detail, we would be learning what is calls in areas, calls in advance, how to make call, how to get application allotment. This is just an example for you to understand what is authorized capital, issued capital and subscribed capital when it is fully paid up and when it is not fully paid up. Clear? So that's all for today. We shall be continuing the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.